Right now at 5, a nonprofit hits a milestone of creating a safer community. And a child care subsidy program is becoming accessible to more families.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Emily Brown. Ken is off tonight. An 18-year-old is dead following a motorcycle versus SUV crash Thursday. According to the Eau Claire Police Department, around 5 p.m., a motorcycle headed west on Claremont Avenue collided with an SUV. The motorcycle's rider, 18-year-old Peyton Lies, was killed in the crash. The SUV's driver was hospitalized. Police say they are expected to recover. The crash remains under investigation. Police say there are no charges resulting from the crash at this time. Everyone is safe after two fires on La Crosse's north side Thursday evening. Around 4:30 p.m., crews responded to a structure fire on the 700 block of Rose Street. Firefighters arrived to heavy smoke coming out of the backside of the building's second floor. The crews were able to put out the fire after a 2-hour battle. All residents made it out safely, including a dog. The cause of the blaze is still under investigation. And just down the street at around 7 p.m., crews responded to another fire at the 900 block of Caledonia Street. Firefighters arrived to heavy smoke and flames emerging from the building's second level. It took 20 firefighters another 2 hours to extinguish the fire. No one was injured, and the cause of the fire is still under investigation. A La Crosse man will spend 9 years in federal prison for distributing fentanyl. 47-year-old Louis Ray pled guilty to a fentanyl distribution charge back in March. According to a release, La Crosse police used a confidential informant to perform multiple controlled buys in which Ray sold the informant nearly 100 grams of cocaine and over 180 grams of fentanyl. In federal court Thursday, a judge sentenced Ray to 9 years in federal prison. A co-defendant in this case, Timothy Cannon, was sentenced to 6 years in prison on July 9th. A Hudson man was arrested for his 6th OWI. According to the Wisconsin State Patrol, 28-year-old Paul Allen was arrested near Menominee early Thursday morning. Troopers initially attempted to pull Allen over for an unsafe lane change. Allen allegedly refused to stop, leading officers on a pursuit that crossed into St. Croix County. He was eventually arrested after authorities deployed a tire deflation device. He's now facing multiple charges, including his 6th OWI offense, felony fleeing, and operating after revocation. One local nonprofit is celebrating a major milestone, 40 years of keeping our community safe. News 8 Now's Michael Germain joins us live in the studio with more on the La Crosse Crime Stoppers. Michael.
Emily, the La Crosse Area Crime Stoppers is an organization that's been serving the community since 1984, helping area law enforcement agencies solve crimes. Since its inception in 1984, Crime Stoppers has been powered by community members, from college students to local business owners. La Crosse Area Crime Stoppers operates independently from police departments. Its dedicated volunteers connect law enforcement with valuable crime tips. One of the board of directors says he feels good giving back to a program that keeps the city he calls home safe.
I was born and raised in La Crosse, and I've always loved my community. I found a way that I can give back with a nonprofit charity organization that really cares and wants our communities, our streets, to be safe.
Throughout its 40 years of service, the program has made over 2,000 arrests while recovering over $1 million in property and drugs. There are multiple ways you can contact the La Crosse Area Crime Stoppers. If you have a tip you're looking to submit, you can do that through their P3 app or head to lacrosseareacrimestoppers.com.
All right, good tips. Thank you, Michael. Well, barely any clouds in the sky today, low humidity. I would say it was an ideal Friday today, Nicole.
It was a beautiful Friday today, and those conditions are going to continue as we get into those evening hours. Now, I would definitely take in this weather while we have it, because we are going to have that heat up that I've been talking about. That's going to start ramping up a little bit tomorrow, but for now, 84 in La Crosse, we can see that hotter air off to our west that's slowly been making its way over to our area throughout the week. And we're going to feel it a little bit tomorrow, but this evening is still going to be pleasant. Barely any clouds in the sky, clear and comfortable in La Crosse. Still in the 80s, going to eventually dip down into those 70s. A little bit warmer than we were yesterday, but still very comfortable, and a very similar story for Eau Claire in the 80s, dipping down to the 70s as we get into those evening hours. So coming up in my forecast later, we still do have that chance for those showers going into Sunday evening and into most of the day Sunday, and we do have that heat and humidity on the way. So definitely be prepared for that if you have any outdoor plans this weekend. It's still going to be a little bit warm this weekend, but the heat up is definitely going to ramp up as we get into next week.
Oh boy, we're getting ready for it. All right,
Yep.
Thank you, Nicole. A Wisconsin program designed to help families afford childcare is becoming more accessible. News 8 Now's Allison Fergut explains. Allison.
Emily, earlier this month, the Wisconsin Shares Child Care Subsidy Program increased its income eligibility limits. Now, more area families are able to afford child care.
The main struggles with finding childcare for their children is availability of spots, and then also the cost, because childcare can get very expensive.
A major change to the Wisconsin Shares program is looking to help. Wisconsin Shares assists working families with daycare by covering a portion of the cost. And as of July 1st, the program's income eligibility limit went from 185% of the federal poverty level to 200%.
So the income limit now for a family of 3 is $4,303 a month. So it went up by about $300.
And Graf says the increased eligibility will allow families to focus on other needs.
Getting that assistance to help with childcare frees up money for other things that they need to pay for, their groceries and other bills. So definitely is going to be a huge boost for families.
In recent years, the cost of childcare has skyrocketed, with one national nonprofit finding that in 2023, the average price of one child being in care was more than $11,000.
With increased cost of childcare, parents have to think about whether it's worth it for them to work if they're having to fork over so much money for childcare.
Now, more families won't have to make those tough decisions.
The hope is that parents will be able to have a career and also have a place for their child to be watched and cared for during the day.
In recent months, Graf says the county has seen an increase in families applying for Wisconsin Shares. And now with the increased eligibility, she says not only will families benefit, but so will the community.
So the more that families that can apply and be eligible for the Wisconsin Shares program, the better. It strengthens families. It makes sure that their children are in quality care, all things that make the community better.
Wisconsin Shares usually covers just a portion of childcare cost. How much the program covers depends on a family's income and household size. Emily?
All right, thank you, Allison. Now, if you're interested in learning more about Wisconsin Shares or want to know if you're eligible for the program, we will have resources shared on our digital platforms. The Monroe County Fair is back this year, and it's sharing its thrills with the Tomah area. The fair has been providing fun for families for over 160 years, with the first of its kind held in 1858. Attendees can expect livestock judging, contests, carnival rides, kittens as you could see, magic shows, and live music. A couple who attended the fair today says their favorite part is the food and watching the different competitions.
The food, the funnel cakes.
I like the rodeo. I like watching the horses and the racing and stuff.
Fun stuff. Saturday's featured entertainment act is Larry the Cable Guy at 7:30 p.m. The fair goes until this Sunday with $5 tickets for adults and $2 tickets for kids ages 6 to 12. Under 5 is free. A major endorsement. Former President Donald Trump meets with a key world leader as Vice President Kamala Harris secures support from some of the biggest figures in the Democratic Party.
Phones were made to help us connect, yet somehow they've made us less connected.
Which is ironic.
Don't you think? We try to put our phones down, but we need to pick them up to see the menu. We can't watch something without also watching something else.
Ironic.
Ironic. But look, here's a phone company who wants you to use your phone less.
That's ironic.
Yeah, but in a good way. Let's find us again with Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Traffic jam.
Oh, and I'm already late.
They don't clock out at 5 or care if it's the weekend. That means we keep working too.
So when Eric Hovde says that farmers don't work hard, That pisses me off.
Think of farming. Look at the old physical toil that it would take on your body. Now you're largely driving around a tractor.
A California banker criticizing Wisconsin farmers for not working hard? We know what that is.
Eric Hovde, what the hell's wrong with this guy?
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
It really ruined everything. I should have done something sooner.
Everybody hopes that this won't be a big problem. Unfortunately, basement water, it always gets worse. Don't worry, we got this.
Great. Well, let's stop it from getting in.
The effects of water can be surprising, but you can. Put water back in its place with a free inspection from Innovative Basement Authority. For a limited time, get $500 off any repairs when you call or go online today.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Or get $3,500 purchase cash on select GMC Sierra models. Or get a total of $6,000 purchase allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Visit your best choice GMC dealer today.
Beat the heat with the coldest prices around at Black River Furniture Outlet. Reimagine your living room with new upholstery. Choose from Ashley, Catnapper, Bestcraft, or Best Home Furnishings and find the perfect seat for you. Sleeper and easy sofas available. Stop in and upgrade your mattress to a new hybrid, foam, or cooling gel bed and sleep comfortable this summer. Get your deck outfitted with our new Poly Outdoor. Bottom prices on top quality fan back, rollback, and swivel gliders. Love seats, pub seats, and accent tables available. Celebrating 30 years of community and business. Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
High-profile Democrats are rallying around Vice President Kamala Harris. Today, she received an important endorsement while former President Donald Trump hosted a visit with Israel's Prime Minister. Erica Brown is in Washington with the latest on the campaign.
Kamala.
Hello. Hi.
Hey there.
Vice President Kamala Harris got the endorsement of two of the country's most prominent Democrats. Barack and Michelle Obama, the former president and first lady, broke the news in a phone call released by the Harris campaign.
Michelle and I couldn't be prouder to endorse you and to do everything we can to get you through this election and into the Oval Office.
That latest backing comes as Harris moves forward as the Democratic Party's likely presidential nominee. The campaign is vetting a list of potential running mates.
What's up, Philly?
Which may include Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro, who rallied for Harris in Philadelphia.
She is a fearless leader. She has always put people before the powerful.
A series of polls shows Harris closing the gap between her and former President Donald Trump, heading toward the election on nearly equal footing. On Friday at Mar-a-Lago, Trump hosted Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, their first meeting in nearly 4 years. The visit came a day after Harris told Netanyahu it's time to make a ceasefire deal with Hamas and bring home the hostages. Trump has also urged a quick end to the war in Gaza, but he called Harris's remarks disrespectful.
I actually don't know how a person who's Jewish can vote for her, but that's up to them. But she was certainly disrespectful to Israel, in my opinion.
Both the Trump and Harris campaigns will be on the road this weekend, with Sunday marking exactly 100 days from the November election. Erica Brown, CBS News, Washington.
The Harris campaign is expected to name a VP pick by the first full week of August. The Democratic National Convention begins on August 19th in Chicago, and News 8 Now will have a team there with live coverage. Weekend weather, and it's going to be a hot one. How hot? Nicole has the answers when we come back.
Dear unbreakable spirit, you roam on paths called impossible. Own a legend. Toyota Trucks.
Right now, get 2.99% APR for 60 months on a new 2024 Tundra. Toyota. Let's go places.
Our country has taken a beating the last few years, but I know we can turn it around. It'll take a lot of hard work like these athletes put in. We need to get serious about our spending that has caused prices to skyrocket. We need to fix our healthcare and address the shortage of affordable housing. Also, we must close our border, stop the flow of fentanyl, and put Americans first. I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message. Let's get America winning gold again.
T-Mobile coverage in my area is wonderful.
We have 8 acres, and it gives you peace of mind to know that you're going to have a reliable signal. We enjoy hiking. We enjoy the outdoors. The coverage has been great.
And after investing billions to light up our network from big cities to small towns, T-Mobile is America's largest and fastest 5G network. See for yourself. Try T-Mobile's network free for 3 months. Your phone, our network, no strings.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Enhance your floors with Great Lakes Vinyl Plank. It's waterproof, easy to install, and features an attach pad for added comfort. Legends Vinyl Plank is $279 per square foot after rebate. Get cleaner clothes and softer skin with Morton Water Softeners. Get this 27,000 grain water softener for $388.88 after 11% rebate at Menards. America's #1 home improvement retailer for customer satisfaction.
Save big money at Menards.
Enjoy time with your family by financing your adventurous side with Union State Bank. Whether you are looking to finance your dream home, boat, snowmobile, UTV, vehicle, or camper, we can make your dreams become a reality. Contact one of our lenders in West Salem or Black River Falls for all your loan financing needs. Make life even more enjoyable by banking with Union State Bank. Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Dear unbreakable spirit, you roam on paths called impossible. Own a legend. Toyota Trucks.
Right now, get 2.99% APR for 60 months on a new 2024 Tundra. Toyota. Let's go places.
We've been talking about this warm-up that we're going to be having for a little while now, and it's finally knocking on our front door. We're going to start to feel those warmer temperatures enter the area as we get into tomorrow. A little bit cooler on Sunday and Monday, though, so we'll have a little bit of a break until those really hot temperatures finally enter our area. Now, we do have those thunderstorm chances for Sunday and Monday. That's mainly going to be in Sunday evening going into Monday, and then again, hot and humid following right behind. It's going to be an ice cream melter. So definitely be prepared if you have any weekend plans or outdoor plans for the rest of the week. Here's our rain track, our future rain tracker. On Sunday, we have a slight chance for some rain showers. Again, this is mainly going to be entering in those evening hours. Here's at 7 p.m. and then into the overnight period, as much of Monday has a chance for those rain showers. 30% chance for Monday. And again, that's going to be maybe seeing a few sprinkles in the morning, but mainly towards those evening, late afternoon hours. Tuesday is probably going to be dry, and then we get into Wednesday. Wednesday's a little bit more uncertain on the timing, but we do have a 20% chance for rain for Wednesday as well as Thursday. So we do have quite a bit rain chances sprinkled throughout our forecast next week, as we can see with our 7-day precip chances. Now again, the main threat that we have right now is going to be Sunday night going into Monday. We're not looking at a severe threat with any of these storms, but there could be some localized heavy rain with some of the cells that pass through. So just be aware of that if you have any outdoor plans, especially Sunday evening, although these are mainly looking to really ramp up as we get into those overnight hours. And then again, we do have those chances for most of next week. Now, it's not going to be a total washout as this might look. We just do have quite a few chances that are going to be sprinkled in. Here's our rain forecast. This is for the next 7 days going through next Thursday. We can kind of see where those two systems are going to be tracking through. Now, we're kind of sandwiched right in between those, and this is still up for change. So this system to the south could shift a little bit more north, and that system to the north could shift a little bit to the south. So right now we're sitting at just a half of an inch of rain over the next week, but again, these could shift and some areas could see an inch or just over that. Now with these rain chances and with that heat that's on its way, we're definitely going to feel those muggy effects from it all. Getting into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, even Sunday, our dew points are rising into those 70s, mid 70 values. So we're really getting into that very humid, almost even to the oppressive stage on our muggy forecast. So be aware of that if you have any outdoor plans, because it's not going to be as pleasant as we've been experiencing as of late. Tonight is going to be our last pretty average night, 60s across, mid 60s across much of the area for our lows. And then tomorrow is when we start to feel a little bit of that heat. We're getting into the mid to upper 80s. What's going to be the real tough part is our feels like temperatures, that heat index, especially with this moisture and humidity starting to enter the area, we could be flirting with those 90-degree marks for our heat indice values, and that's going to be for tomorrow. Sunday and Monday, we'll have a little bit of a break since we'll have that cloud cover from those rain chances. It's still going to be warm, but right around average, and then after Monday, we really start to feel that heat and that warm up, especially with that humidity. Most days, even though we're sitting in the upper 80s, it's going to be flirting near 90, even into those mid 90s with those feels.
Yeah, but it looks like it did drop a bit.
It dropped a little bit,
yeah,
but it's still gonna be warm.
An ice cream melter.
An ice cream melter.
So bring some like wet napkins.
Eat fast. Eat your ice cream fast.
Ice cream. Okay, thank you, Nicole. Well, could flying cars finally get off the ground? The race between companies trying to commercialize the human-sized drones when we return.
On Mindful Monday, why are some communities struggling more with mental health? We'll explore the challenges facing minority groups and how to break down barriers to care when we see you at 5 a.m.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
I'm Lori, and I live on the Mississippi River here in southwest Wisconsin. I had a Harley for about 24 years. Years ago, bikers helped do sandbagging during the big flood. They enjoyed it so much they decided, well, let's just make this an annual event. It's called the Flood Run, and it makes me very happy to live here along the river. I voted for Donald Trump in 2016. That was one of the biggest mistakes I have ever made, period. He calls our military suckers and losers. My dad is buried in Fort Snelling National Cemetery, and he was no sucker. He was a patriot. I have no idea what drives Donald Trump to say those things. And now he says he wants to be a dictator, but he said only for a day.
I'm gonna be a dictator for one day.
A dictator for a day is a dictator for life. Once he's a dictator for a day, he's really gonna like that. And there goes our rights. With Donald Trump, the big fear is what comes next.
ABPAC is responsible for the content of this ad.
The Make It Ford Summer Sales Event is on. So make it your best summer ever with Ford. Get your ideal combination of power and capability. And experience hands-free highway driving technology with Ford Blue Cruise, available on select vehicles. It's the Make It Ford Summer Sales Event, so make it yours. Make it now. Get up to $7,400 in total savings on a new 2024 Ford F-150, only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
During Carl's grand reopening here in Eau Claire, dinner is on us.
And you are invited.
Join us on Thursday, August 1st at noon for a special ribbon cutting with the Chamber. Come see our newly remodeled store and enter to win prizes.
Save up to 40% on appliances.
Plus, get a free steak dinner for two.
Save on grills, mattresses, and all TVs are on sale.
Plus, get a free steak dinner for two. It's Carl's grand reopening here in Eau Claire.
We'll see you on Thursday. Carl's, your servicing dealer since 1956.
Join the conversation at facebook.com/news8000. Or you can always find us at news8000.com.
Welcome to the party. We all make this show together. You guys, this is our show. You just never know who you're going to meet here. Let's make everyone's day a little brighter.
Weekdays at 3 on News 8. Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, the race is on to be the first to take off in the flying car space. CBS's Christian Benavidez looks at where things stand.
So this is about 17, 18 feet.
At Doroni Aerospace in Pompano Beach, Florida, founder Doron Merdinger is eager to get his personal flying machine on the market.
So this is essentially a big drone.
It is.
It's an eVTOL aircraft, which stands for Electric Vertical Takeoff and Landing. With testing already off the ground, he believes the $350,000 aircraft could soon be ready for consumers to buy.
We already have hundreds of pre-orders.
The final product, called H1X, will look like this, able to fit in a two-car garage. This simulator shows how takeoff would happen. During testing, I was able to land it on top of the guitar-shaped Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, Florida.
All right.
We're here.
Merdinger says in the real world, we wouldn't land there. Technology on the eVTOL prevents it from flying to restricted areas.
Geofencing is essentially an invisible wall, so you can stop a vehicle that want to go into a secure airspace.
The company says current technology allows for about 40 minutes of battery life. That's enough to travel about 60 miles. Doroni is one of dozens of companies trying to make flying vehicles a reality. Joby Aviation is preparing to test an autonomous air taxi, and Archer Aviation has received FAA certification, bringing it closer to flying passengers. Jason Pritchard is an industry expert.
We're not going to be like the Fifth Element, Star Wars, the Jetsons, where we're having hundreds, if not thousands, of these aircraft flying around cities all over the world. Very much start off small.
Doroni is hoping to be one of those companies to break ground in the air. Cristian Benavides, CBS News, Miami.
The Asia-Pacific region, along with the Middle East, also have companies working in the eVTOL space. In addition to private use around the world, all kinds of eVTOL are being developed. Cargo carriers, air ambulances, and a whole lot of air taxis. I don't know if I'm ready for this. Okay, we'll have another look at tonight's forecast right after the break.
Earn a 40-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's a 40-cent fuel saver for every $60. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only at Hy-Vee.
At Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, we're making it easier than ever to furnish your home with name brand, top quality furniture. For a limited time, you'll save with store-wide sale prices. Plus, we'll pay your sales tax. Sofas and sectionals from Smith Brothers, Lazy Boy, and Flex Steel. Bedrooms and dining rooms from Canal Dover and Daniels Amish. They're all at sale prices. And now, we'll pay your sales tax. But it's only for a limited time at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Voted your favorite furniture store.
Chevy lets you begin every day fully charged, so you can go farther. And so can your money. Tow with confidence. Plus, stay connected with available OnStar technology. For summer adventures, Chevy's got you. Get 1.9% financing on this 2024 Silverado when you finance with GM Financial. Or get $5,750 total value when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Visit HometownChevy.com.
Wood Sales and Service is your largest family-owned and operated outdoor power equipment dealer in the Coulee region. We feature a large selection of products and services. Find Steel, Cub Cadet, Toro, Altos, Yanmar, Coyote tractors and implements, Valley Forestry equipment, Central Wood boilers, Green Pellet grills, Rambo e-bikes, and much more. Plus our experienced service department for after the sale. That's Wood Sales and Service, Black River Falls. Family-owned and operated since 1968. WoodSalesService.com.
I'm sure it's got to be frustrating for somebody to show up at their hearing place and they're closed, or maybe they can't get in for a while. Even if you didn't get your hearing aids with us, we'd be happy to take a look at them. We service and repair many different makes and models of hearing aids.
If your hearing aid is still under warranty, we can do some warranty work for you there, even if you didn't get them from us.
If you are looking for a new hearing center, we've been here for a long time and we take all insurances.
Better Hearing Center on Alaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
3 days only at Hy-Vee. Bone-in pork shoulder roast, just 99 cents a pound. Driscoll's strawberries, just $1.77 for a 1-pound pack. And Hy-Vee shredded cheese, just $1.48. Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee.
There's been more than a few changes over the years. But if there's one thing that hasn't changed, it's our commitment. 70 years and counting. Thanks for watching.
Well, if you want to start your weekend out at the golf course, it's going to be a fair day for it, I'd say. It's going to be a little warm. Our heat indices are going to be getting up there near 90. So if you can handle some of that warmer weather and that sunshine, then it'll be perfect for you. Just make sure you have your sunscreen on. And it's definitely going to be hotter as we get throughout the rest of the week. So take in this weekend.
Yeah, it might be a good day to go to weekend and go to the beach, get lots of ice cream.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for joining us. We'll see you at 6.